Hi, this is Mayor Walensky with Driving Markets. So when we're looking at what's going to be in 2024, where the market's going to be in 2024 and what's going to be driving markets 2024, overall, you've got to look at a few things. You've got to look at where interest rates are going to be. So interest rates in 2024 are more likely to come down than go up. The chance of them going up is pretty remote. So most likely the US, Canada, UK, Europe will be leaning towards falling interest rates, and that would be great for homeowners and great for mortgages, because that will ease the homeowner and ease the household in terms of the overall expenses. Then you've got to look at where inflation is going to go. Now, we've all suffered from high inflation. There's a number of reasons why that has happened. It was not caused by Russia invading Ukraine. Inflation was already here before that war, so that's a fallacy, and that is just a Biden administration attempt to cover up the reasons behind inflation, but that's a completely separate topic. Let's focus on where inflation is likely to be in 2024. So in 2024, probably inflation is going to be rock solid in between 3.5% and 4%. It's unlikely to come down unless there is a recession or major government spending pullback or cuts. So the major spending government cuts is not going to happen. However, there could be, or probably will be, a recession. So put my neck out on the line here, and I reckon there's going to be an official recession in 2024. There is an unofficial recession already by the feeling of the business, small business, and the man in the street. But there's going to be an official recession whereby quarter by quarter there's going to be negative GDP, negative gross domestic product, which is the overall production of the actual country. Then you're going to have rising unemployment. Now, rising unemployment will cause inflation to fall, but also cause interest rates to fall faster than normal. So you could have interest rates falling significantly if and when unemployment rises. And based on that, then you're going to have a falling interest rate environment and a falling inflation environment. And that's absolutely fine if you've got millions in the bank savings and you're well financially secure. However, most people are not financially secure, and most people have families to support and children, and therefore the ongoing expenses are going to be there long term. So rising unemployment would actually be disaster. Why? Because the person's out of a job and will not be able to afford their mortgage, credit cards, loans, debts. Those defaults, which are rising in the US and rising in the UK, are going to put pressure on the credit card companies and obviously on the regional banks, who are the ones that give in the US most of the mortgages. In the UK, you've got the regular banks giving the mortgages, so they're going to be in trouble as defaults rise. So they'll have to come up with some bailout plan for those mortgage owners and those homeowners that are falling into default to stop those houses being repossessed. Once the houses are repossessed, that will cause a cataclysmic fall in equity values, or in values of property. And that is going to be a problem in 2024 onwards, because companies are not doing well and layoffs are increasing. And as layoffs increase, there's going to be less revenue for the government. They're going to have to issue more bonds in order to provide the necessary finance to run the country. And there's going to be less revenue coming into the household. So therefore, consumer spending and retail sales are going to fall. And as a result of that, earnings are going to fall for the individual companies. So you've got a whole array of a domino effect of what may happen. Remember, the stock market's going up is not a true reflection of what's going on in the street. They are at the top level, and most of the big companies have enough resilience in them to survive, especially the mega 7 technology companies and other mega companies. But the man in the street, the one who has the small business, small operation, self-employed, or the employee, are the ones that don't have the resilience and don't have the necessary financial wealth in order to ride out the storm that is coming. And there is going to be a storm in 2024. You can subscribe, you can share, you can comment, you can buy my books on Amazon. More than happy to hear. Catch you later.